Aging is a process and is filled with crises. Some of them are very funny, and some of them are very sad. And we have to embrace the crises of life. You can't hide from them because they're there, but you have to stand tall and say yes to whatever comes, not hiding, and then cope with it. And the coping with it is a long and arduous process, but a great deal of fun and joy as well. Kathleen got dementia. We've been working with this for 6 or 8 years now, and I found that my heart was full with joy, and I have more joy with every day. And I love Jesus more every day. I love Kathleen more every day, my family, and everybody who comes into my purview. That has to be from heaven. I can't create that. That's not possible. It's rather much like salvation. I can't create my own salvation. Just like the Israelites couldn't create the crossing of the sea. That wasn't possible, but God did it, and that's what he does. In the theology classroom, we put on the chalkboard, sola gratia, by grace alone. And that's what life is. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't know what salvation was until I crossed the sea with the Israelites. And little by little, I discovered what salvation is, because it grows and develops and gets larger and larger. And after a while, you see that even the tragedies of life are grace, because Romans 8:28 is an absolutely true verse. All things, not some things, all things work together for good. And by the way, it's to those who love the Lord. And even the love of the Lord is his gift, which is all very interesting and wonderful to live with. Well, I wonder if it doesn't go back to God's faithfulness, his grace. Yes, we've had terrible things happen in our family. I suppose my daughter Cherith has had more problems than any of my children or their families. But she says almost nothing about it. She goes right on. If she's going through a crisis, she may talk about it, she may not. But when she does talk about it, she says very little, and then has a good laugh, and I try to think up a funny story from my memory bank, and we have a good laugh. And she keeps going. She doesn't back off. She doesn't say, oh, I feel terrible today, therefore I'm not going to work. Once in a while she stays home from work, but boy, she's got emotional and spiritual muscle. And that's of grace. Where else does it come from? Now, my other children have also had very serious problems, and I notice they just keep going. And that's of grace.